Alistair's pun game is tight with
It so is.
Cloudpunk. So I have decided that for what I believe to be our ultimate stream, I shall go puntastic. Puntacular. I'm tired. It's warm. We'll see how things are going. We're a touch early, folks. Hey, Kate B, how's it going? How are you enduring the heat in your new place? Hopefully well. We're gonna have the top of stream ad will run here shortly and all of
Yes,
that good
indeed.
stuff. So we are taking it nice and casual for the startup. We had a Magnum
In the garden.
in the garden on the bench, and it was lovely. Hey, how's it going, Runa?
Hey, Ronnie.
It's not so hot today, but we've been having storms like every other day, and you're tired of rain. I'm sorry you're tired of rain. The UK has had what is for it a heat wave, it was 28 degrees Celsius today. And before you're like, well, where I live it gets hotter. Yes, but you live in a place probably further south from us, and you live in a place that may be better adapted to heat than us. In fact, it's hard-pressed for me to think of a place that's less well adapted to heat than the UK.
We are proudly, I'd say proudly, we are entering the traditional 10-day period once every 5 years, where this country looks itself in the eyes and goes, God, why are they that colour? The election is shortly, the weather is broken.
You know what I'm amazed by? I went into town today, and I didn't see a single pasty male-presenting individual with their shirt off.
Really? That is astounding.
Exactly. Central air was a requirement when I went house hunting. Central air is a pipe dream here. And yet the UK also grinds to a halt whenever it snows. I mean, fair, Stitch. Totally valid. But at the same time, our houses stay toasty warm.
It has. This weather has also gifted me my current favourite meme of the year, which is a photograph of the sun in a brilliant clear blue sky with a hand holding a gun on it. The caption, "That's enough."
Hey, Lazy Kiwi. Most of us have been melting, for sure. Folks, just a reminder, capitalism will be occurring at the top of the stream, so if you need a beverage, Britt, I'm looking at you. Get
Holding
some
mine.
water.
Ingesting mine.
Please go get some more water. No more. No more. Put ice in it. We will have some capitalism for a bit, so there's a chance for you to get up before you settle in and get yourself a beverage or feed a pet or yourself or open a window or all of that good stuff before we make a start. You just drained that. You just necked that entire bottle. Go refill it. Speaking of getting up and starting at the top of the stream, go refill your water bottle. And fill the one in the fridge as well, so it's nice and cold.
Oh, I'm going to empty the one in the fridge into this and then fill the one in the fridge.
There we go. Hey, Urban, we are doing top of stream ads, and I'm encouraging everybody who is in the northern hemisphere who may be experiencing uncomfortable temperatures to go and get a glass of water or a big bottle. This is the time of year where we are very grateful for our friend who taught us about drink more drink, or those little hydration salt sachet things that you can get. This is a great time of year to have those because you got to drink a lot of water, but your body cannot like you when you can drink a lot of water. You can get poisoning from drinking too much water, which just seems inhumane if you ask me. So putting a little bit of salts, essential salts, make all the puns here, in your beverages is a great idea. And they come in fun flavors like mojito or strawberry or watermelon. So, treat yourself and also not die. All of these things are good. Uncomfortable temperatures, we just about managed 3 days straight without any rain before resetting the clock. Yeah, I'm hearing several parts of the country several parts of the world are definitely dealing with rain right now. We need to fix the couch cushions.
We do.
Saturday approacheth.
Yes. It doth.
It doth approach F. I don't know why I was saying that. Just, cause. I'm sorry it's been raining so much.
Please feel free to send at least some of that here.
No, do not.
No.
Back off, man! I get like 2 weeks of this year in this place. I'm enjoying it. It was 28 today. Tomorrow it's going to be 22. And then 20. And then, I got to take what I can. Now, if it would rain on Monday, after I go to the garden center and put in a bunch of new plants in the flower bed, that would be fantastic, because then I wouldn't have to water them all. But I'm sure the universe is not paying attention to my particular needs. Well, if I do have a house by WorldCon, you can feel free to come and take some, Rain. Fantastic.
May take you up on that, bud.
Oh. All right. We've got about 30 seconds left of commercialism to occur. Oh, what a smart idea. Okay.
What?
Well, Laura Perlman, the editor of Cat's Cast, and I have commissioned an artist to design a logo for the show. And we have our first sketch, and Laura has never given feedback to an artist before about what they like and what they don't like and what they would like to see and what works.
Yeah, we talked about this.
And Laura's just done so for the first time. So I was skimming through it recently, which sounds fantastic.
Nice.
Finished Doctor Who, which was delightful. I agree. First episode of Make Some Noise. Haven't seen the first episode of Make Some Noise yet. Hey, Bonsai. Hi, Jem. How's it going? Looks like we're back from ad break.
All right.
So, cool. All right, where were we?
So, a whole lot of stuff has happened.
Yeah, we were in a church that... We were under the church that...
Basically.
Hello!
Basically,
I understand. It is too warm. Go get yourself some water. I don't care if you already have some. Go get some more, please.
Anyway, all of it, I think, is the shortest possible recommendation. It is genuinely
there's nothing
all great.
There's nothing on Dropout that isn't good.
If you want something short and punchy and fun, that's also a really lovely introduction to Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Drag Queens is wonderful.
It's always where we recommend people start.
No episode is over 2 hours, and there's only about 6 episodes, and we're just about to get a second season of it.
Was it 6?
It may even have been 4.
Second season, you say?
Dungeons and Drag Queen Season 2 is a title card in the parade of shows that showed up at this year. Also, there's a mystery dropout show that drops next week, the only clue for which is the phrase, the gayest party you have ever attended.
Are they going to do Bitcherton?
I think they might be doing Bitcherton.
That would be phenomenal, because there's a very high overlap of dropout people in Bitcherton, which would be fantastic.
And Izzy has been very busy on a couple of things. I wonder whether Izzy has a show.
I know that... I can't tell. I don't know. I'm very excited.
Also, Never Stop Blowing Up starts Friday.
Today.
Today, and we are made of excitement.
Friday night, we are watching the first episode.
It's an actual play where people get troned into the ultimate 1980s action movie. I'm so there.
Troned? They get Jumanji'd into the VHS tape.
They get Jumanji'd into the VHS tape.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she is, but they are. But at the same time, all the stuff we're seeing is about 6 to 9 months old in terms of production.
At least. Yeah.
So my understanding is that Never Stop Blowing Up is, I think, the last thing Brennan runs before he steps away for paternity leave.
No clue.
And then we'll see where we are.
I saw
Isekai also, I think, kind of counts.
Isekai? What is Isekai?
Yeah.
In a world that... the fact that the trailer opened with... In a world, I'm like, I'm sold! Sold! You got the In a World guy! I'm sold! This is perfection. It's so good. Right. Meanwhile, we are under a collapsing church.
So here's what's happened. Basically, for those of you who are brand new, and I think a couple of folks haven't been here before, Pentagon's a long game.
And we are nearly finished with it.
This is the third time period the game has been set in.
I am very concerned we are going to have to repeat these final events.
We might. We are 25 or so years after the original moment, where the gentleman on the right was forced to choose someone who may have done a murder. This drove him mad, and for various complex reasons, he's been hiding out in a burned monastery for the last 25 years. Magdalene, the girl that we are also playing, is the daughter of the owner of the local printing press, who is producing a mural of the history of the village, which is interacting with all sorts of biases and prejudices.
And by the way, these are the ghosts of individuals that have been key in Andreas's past. We have done this part before and it did not save. So we are kind of skimming. Is an anime genre where a character gets somehow teleported to a parallel/fantasy world. Oh, okay. Real world.
Help! My wife is a dungeon adventurer. I think is one that.
What's the AO3 tag? It's real world girl in a fantasy world or something like that. I don't remember.
I will now date myself horrendously, and when Wendy sees this on the VOD, she will high-five. Mannequin. Continue.
Spilled water on the sofa and responded, "It's okay because I'm wearing swim trunks."
That is the exact logic I would use. Please high-five them for me.
Calluses.
Yes, these are all the people that Andreas blames himself for the death of.
This is the hard one.
And this is the rough one. Poor little guy. Casper was Andreas's apprentice, who we thought we'd saved, and we didn't.
And we didn't.
Are we...
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't be here right now. How did I get here?
Andreas.
You're still here.
Yes, for a little longer.
You're leaving?
I am the last vestige of reason that once ruled this court. When it goes, I will go with it.
But who will rule the city if you leave?
No one. You must leave this place forever, Andreas. You must abandon it for good.
But how? What can I do?
As far as we can tell, this is the inside of Andreas's mind.
This is Andreas's mind palace, basically. And it's getting fucked up. I don't even know how I got here.
This was once a place of refuge for you, Andreas. But it has become a prison you constructed to protect yourself.
From what?
From pain, from risk, from life itself.
I can't stay here. I have to help Magdalene. How do I get out?
Andreas, you were the architect of this place. I will help you as best I can, but you were the only one who can answer that. And now we play in the puzzle. Hello, Andreas.
Is that you, Sabine?
Of course. I'm still here. Part of me will always be here with you. We haven't talked in so long. Why is that? I think we did this last time.
You reminded me of August. Remind me.
It wasn't all bad, Andreas. We lost him, but we had 4 years together. They were happy years, weren't they?
They were. But then they ended, and it felt like life ended with them.
I know. It was hard for both of us. I don't blame you for anything. And you should stop blaming yourself. It may be too late for us, but it's not too late for you, Andreas. It's not too late for Magdalene.
Yes, Magdalene. I have to help her.
You can, Andreas. But you have to leave this place behind for good.
I know. I can. I will.
You will.
Thank you, Sabine. Will I ever see you again?
Not in this place. But maybe someday, in a better place. In a better dream.
Master Andreas. Oh. Casper. It's really you. So good to see you again, Master. How can you say that? You died because of me. I just wanted to help you, Master Andreas. Couldn't think straight. Shouldn't blame yourself anymore. I let my family down. I let you down. I couldn't stop Peter, I couldn't save Tassim. I couldn't even save more than a couple armfuls of books. You did what you could, Master. Everyone knows you did. And that's all any of us can do. Alright, Casper. Thank you. Thank you for everything you taught me. Such a good boy. Wait, what happened? This was the way out. Before I started talking to Casper, I know this was the way out.
Your mind is fighting itself, Andreas. It remembers the pain of life. It's trying to protect you from it.
Beatrice?
Yes.
I thought you were gone.
You brought me back.
Oh. So, what do I do now?
Keep going. Now I have to find a new way out. I love his little studious steps.
You too. Oh, it's been so many nights, so many years without seeing your face. I thought I'd forgotten it. I know there's nothing I could have done, but that doesn't make me feel any less guilty. It's always there under the surface, no matter how I try to bury it. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. It's alright. What? It's alright, Daddy. It is? You don't have to hide here anymore. I'm scared, August. I know. But that's why you can't stay. There are people who need you. What if I can't help them? I don't know, Daddy. I'm too little. I think you have to figure that out on your own. Of course. You're right. Thank you. I love you, Daddy. I love you too. Goodbye, August. Good night. They shifted again. The walls.
It's still trying to protect you.
No.
It's not?
No, I mean, no. I don't have to do this. This is my mind. This is my maze. And I am leaving.
Good. But this next part might be confusing.
What? I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. Why are you holding the Did I make this?
You borrowed it.
From where? From what?
There are layers to everything, even our memories. Over time, the foundations became buried. We can no longer recall how we got here, or recall what came before.
And what came before?
Our Lady, watching over the labyrinth, as I watch over you. And even this has roots that reach deep into the past. There was not always a lady to watch over the labyrinth. But there was a labyrinth.
I don't understand. Sister Amelie? Is this real? Am I still in my mind?
You are here with me, and we are here in spirit.
Are we still in the ruins?
We are in the tabernacle, the heart of the labyrinth. Your spirit was wandering, and the Lord brought you here.
But I don't understand. How did you leave your cell?
I have not. We are only here in spirit, Andreas. And we're going to do this top one again?
Yeah, is this real? Am I finally experiencing that which I have only read about in the testimony of mystics?
I told you long ago that reading cannot communicate a spiritual experience, but yes, this is real, and you need not be afraid. Have faith. If you are here with me, it is the Lord's will. Andreas? Sister Amelie? What are you doing here, sister? This is the center of the tabernacle. Sorry. It is where the Lord sends my spirit to do his will. He has also guided your spirit here. There must be a purpose to it. Sister, we're looking for the Mithraeum. Is this it? Mithraeum? No. This is the tabernacle. Not a place of wood and stone, but a place of spirit. The Lord has called me to this place for many years. He has always made his will known to me, and soon he will make it known to you.
Sister, how does your spirit come to this place?
Through the door, between life and death. When my spirit hears the call, it descends through my grave. Here the Lord tells me what message I must bear, and to whom. You deliver messages? Yes. Once, long ago, I was a scribe. I copied many works of the great church doctors, Origen in particular. But that all ended with the fire. It ended with my life.
Wait.
I thought I had given up the pen forever, until the visions returned.
No.
When fire took my abbey, I couldn't save my sisters. Not one. All I could grab was a single book and a bolt of purple ink cloth. I couldn't understand why God had spared me alone. But he showed me. God had a higher purpose for me, for my hand. Father Thomas explained it to me. He makes everything clear. He tells me what I must do, what the Lord wills me to do.
It was you. This whole time, you wrote the notes.
I found one by my dad when he was attacked.
Sister Amelie, you pushed those people into committing murder.
What? No, that can't be true. The Lord would not use me for such a purpose. She's a victim here, so calm yourself, sister. We'll figure this out.
This doesn't make any sense. Why would Amelie want anyone dead?
No, I wouldn't. He wouldn't. There was nothing in his messages about murder. No, I am not here. This cannot be happening. This can't be happening. Ah!
Hey, prick. Sister Emily. Shh. It's all right.
Father Thomas? How did you get down here?
Tassing is an old place. It's buried many ancient roads and tunnels over the centuries. People walk above the hidden ways every day without even knowing it. Though, in truth, it was Sister Emily who rediscovered them first, and found this place. Wait, the dimensions of this room. This is the foundation of the church. Father Thomas, did you? In other circumstances, I would be overjoyed to see you, Andreas. In truth, I am still happy you are alive, thank God. But I think the occasion of this reunion leaves little to rejoice about. You!
You and Sister Amelie were behind all the murders?
No, she had no part in this. But the notes, she wrote them. She did, but she did not understand their purpose. I guided her. I told her what to write. You abused her love and her trust for your own purposes. He who wishes to follow love's way must regard neither cost nor shame, nor pain. He must stand to everything, even her most terrible commands. I am ashamed to admit it, but yes, I did.
To what end? What was the point of all of this?
Look around you. What do you see?
Roman ruins.
Look closer. It looks like the statue of St. Moritz from the meadow.
And the image of St. Satya from the shrine. I don't understand.
It's St. Moritz and St. Satya, and Mars, and Diana.
The saints are the gods.
When the Romans left Tassing, their buildings, their temples, their statues remained. Christians settled here centuries later. They found time-worn fragments of that imperial grasp. This statue of Mars Pater that once watched over the Roman fields stood there still, headless and nameless. The settlers believed it was St. Moritz, who was already a legend where they had come from, Hazalia. They found the shrines to Satya, and, not understanding that she was an aspect of Diana, believed she was another local saint.
So the people turned them into saints.
Sanctity and sainthood exist outside of what people believe, Magdalene. People cannot turn someone into a saint any more than they could unmake the divinity of Christ.
Now, we don't have time to unpick all that, because how do they become saints in the first place if people didn't do it? But let's just not go there.
But they knew of the saints, and learned local legends of the region, and applied them to the figures they found here.
KB asks, is this before the Catholic Church came up with the explanation that old gods were alternate interpretations? I believe so, yes.
Rebecca, my honest answer is you maybe need to do both. This is a very rewarding play experience.
It is.
It does a couple of things I've genuinely not seen in any other game do.
And we should reiterate, we've been playing this game for about 35 hours.
Yeah.
And this seems to be the culmination
short.
of it.
No one knew they were Roman gods because there was no account of what the Romans did and left here, except for Historia Tassii. But Historia Tassii was not known then. Perhaps it had not even been written then. Who knows how long that book had been lost for before it made its way to Father Matthias, and you killed him for it. Yes. With poison. No one suspected.
I'm very tempted to do this.
Do it.
Hold on. Who was Father Matthias again?
He was the abbot of Kirso before Father Gounod. He was a good and honest man, one of the most forthright abbots I have ever known. When Father Matthias learned that there was no evidence that St. Moritz had ever come to Tassing, that the shrine to him in the meadow was a statue of Mars that the Romans had erected hundreds of years ago, that Saint Satia was the Roman goddess Diana, he resolved to deal with it, and you resolved to deal with him. Andreas, our people believe in St. Moritz. They believe in the miracles God has worked through his hand, and they believe in the legend of Saint Satia that she helped Moritz and watches over Tassing still.
And that was worth killing the abbot?
I believed it was then, yes. If St. Moritz never came to Tassing, what is in the reliquary? What are the pilgrims coming to see? What does it mean for the people who prayed to him, to Saint Satia, and believed their prayers answered?
Just heaven forbid we give humanity any,
agency.
Right?
What does it mean for the church that has given people hope, fixed like a false star in a dark sky? If the people have reason to doubt the validity of the saint, can they doubt the church?
My dude.
Can they doubt the gospel, the word of God?
Perhaps some would, but you've always told us that we have to accept Christ of our own free will.
Yes, of course, but preserving the legends of our saints doesn't interfere with individual volition.
It just founds an entire
Just did a small poisoning as a treat. You are preserving a lie. I preserved a lie to illuminate greater truth. God so loved the world that he gave his only Son. If you believe this, if you truly believe this, eternal life is yours. And saints have walked among us, and their relics work miracles, and they hear our prayers and answer them. And the two that protect this town were never here. They don't need to know that, Andreas. There are times when God feels so far away from us in these mountains. But a peasant in Tassing can stand in a field, look over our valley and say, St. Moritz was here. God was with us, and he is with us still, and he will be with us always. And that is the truth, even if the legend of St. Moritz is a lie.
And do you think that justifies all of this?
In the end, no. But at each step, I thought I was right.
Of course you do. You're a white guy in a position of power.
I was wrong. I know this is hard to believe, but I was trying to save lives, to prevent death. But one murder didn't solve the problem, did it? Because one day, Baron Rothvogel rode into town with another copy of Historia Tassii. A copy he promised to give to the abbot so Kirsau could come to terms with its past. And if Father Gounod read its contents, you would be facing the same danger you saw in Father Matthias. In retrospect, given how Father Gano chose to run the Abbey, my fears may have been unfounded.
Somehow that sentiment didn't prevent you from doing it again.
You're right. It didn't. But then why Otto? Certainly he didn't have anything to do with Historia Tassii. He couldn't even read. In the end, his murder provoked Peter and the others into destroying the Abbey. I never thought that would happen. I underestimated Peter's anger and the peasants' frustration. Both of those were a heartily deserved fuck you.
So you killed him to prevent an uprising, but you caused it instead?
Someone else killed him, as someone else killed Baron Rothvogel. And it wasn't to prevent an uprising, but to stop him from showing people what he found. What he found when he was helping to dig the foundation of the Rathaus.
Something from our pagan ancestors.
No, not quite so old. What he found was a stone head. The missing head of the statue in the meadow. The statue at the shrine of Saint Moritz.
How did it wind up over there?
The most likely culprits are rain, floods, and time.
Black Till told me that farmers find old tools and pottery in the fields every year.
Yes, and its head remained hidden for centuries. It sat in the soil until Otto found it. And he was going to show everyone that God had favored the town with his discovery. What Otto could not know is that our shrine statue was not of St. Moritz. Because Otto could not read the words chiseled across the helmet. Mars Pater.
And on that note, we actually have to take an ad break already. We've been playing for 30 minutes already.
Amazing.
Dun, dun, dun! So, let us do a quick ad break, folks. Did you drink all your water? I very much hope you drank all your water. If you haven't drank all your water, you should drink all your water and then use this ad break to get up and get more water. Because that's what I'm going to do. And Alistair's going to show me his water bottle. And how much of it he's going to drink in the next couple of minutes. And we will be right back. Drink water! I know it's boring, but it's so good for you.
It really is.
Tea does not count as water! Tea is a diuretic! Tea will make you... will dehydrate you. Except for... I shouldn't drink as much iced tea as I do in the summer, but I do.
You don't drink very much iced tea at all.
I'm trying to be good.
I
have water and I've had ice cream. I have also had ice cream. Everybody is prescribed ice cream. It's the summer. Go forth, have ice cream.
When we first lived together in California, I have never forgotten a particular day where we were out running errands and I just suddenly went, I feel a bit funny. And Margaret said, when was the last time you had water? And I said, yesterday. And she was like, okay. Pulled into Starbucks, got like 5 bottles of water, and said, drink these until you can't.
Yes. But also, as Zoya has said, please also eat a little bit of food or like have some salty crackers or...
Ideally salt or protein. Sugar in this weather is...
not the greatest for
wacky. In my personal experience, sugar crashes hit harder and faster in hot weather.
But still ice cream.
Because ice cream is medicinal, yo.
Yes, I still think I want an ice cream maker for my birthday.
I think you do too.
I don't know if I want this Ninja Creamy 9000 or whatever the hell it is.
You want the Creamutron 9000?
I don't know. We're absolutely not calling it that. That is ridiculous.
Too late.
No. But I might get the same one that I used to have before, with the giant bowl that lives in the chest freezer. Dun, dun, dun.
Because we have a chest freezer.
I know. And I do like ice cream. I like peppermint ice cream. You want the winter ice cream maker like I have. I have no idea what that is. Oh, but Alistair's threatening to buy some sort of like Ninja Creamy 9000 super deluxe thingy. I don't know what it is.
It's got stuff in it.
It's got stuff in it?
It does stuff.
It does stuff. No, I don't want a freezer with a... I don't want an ice cream freezer with a built-in freezing element because they are too large for me.
Ice and rock salt, huh? That's intriguing.
Yeah, that's what you make it with. Yeah, see, when I was a kid, we had to all take turns cranking the ice cream churn. And then we would eat the ice cream very quickly before it melted. The kind you use outside with rock salt and ice. I got an appointment for someone to look at my bad knee. I'm hoping the weather's eased up by then. Oh, I agree with you completely. I'm sure you find it easier, but I'm sure it's also gigantic, and I don't want to make space for a gigantic ice cream maker with a freezer element in it. I will put a bowl in the freezer when I need it, and then I will make ice cream, or Alistair will prevail with this ridiculous ice cream 5000.
I'm reasonably certain Alistair's going to be doing some pretty fucking serious prevailing, but...
Okay. I have a Dawn beer with a canister that lives in the freezer. You put it in a plastic case and spin a pedal to make the ice cream from the base. Yeah, that's the kind I'm used to.
It's the exact same basic technology as a salad spinner.
It's very similar, yes, but different. All right,
that seems delightfully ironic to me.
Don't you think?
I really do think.
Okay, fine. We've had our dramatic realization. Stop seeing Alanis Morissette.
Back in the scene. Thank you. But the man he entrusted with this information, the town priest, could. Yes. And you told him to meet you on St. John's Eve at the Rathaus. I could not let him destroy our town's beliefs. And you had poor Sister Amelie write down what you told her were visions she couldn't remember, and deliver them in the dead of night to Guy, to Hannah, to Martin, so that one of them would murder Otto just as someone murdered Lorenz.
What about my father?
I'm so sorry, Magdalene.
I have lived next to you my whole life. How could you?
None of this was easy for me. I always thought I was doing what needed to be done.
Is it because of the mural?
Yes. Klaus pursued the project with the determination of a guilty man doing penance. He kept digging and digging for answers about Tassing's past, Kearsau's past. I was afraid that sooner or later he would find out about Moritz, Satia, this place, everything.
So you tried to kill him?
No, I tried to scare him. First with the note, but he ignored it. I thought if I ransacked the workshop it would scare him off. I didn't expect him to come down so quickly. It was just an accident.
It wasn't an accident. You almost killed him.
I know. So what are you going to do now? Kill me? Kill Magdalene? No, of course not. I have neither the means nor the will to do so. But even if I can't stop you from telling people what I've done, I can stop them from finding this place.
Now, Father Thomas, stop!
It's too late for me, but I can still take Tassing's secrets with me.
My dude! We have shovels! All you're gonna do is kill yourself! Father,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Father, you're gonna kill us all. You're gonna kill Amelie. Then leave and take her with you. You can tell the townsfolk what you want, but if you stay here, we will die together.
I still think this is the best option.
Yep.
But we tried it last time and it didn't change his mind, did it? I don't know if you can change his mind. You can't stop people from learning the truth.
Maybe, but I have to try.
You know, there's something in the Bible about causing your own death, my friend.
Father! Oh. I love how Andreas kind of sedately walks off. Are you alright?
I think so. You?
In truth, no. But I survived. And so did she. They must have heard that at the Golden Hand.
The entire church collapsing? I'd hope so.
What are we going to tell them?
What do you mean?
About this. About everything.
Why wouldn't we just tell them the truth?
For the same reason Father Thomas hid it.
Explain your thinking.
I'm just not sure it makes sense. What good will it do to tell everyone about St. Moritz and St. Satia? Maybe Father Thomas was right about that, if nothing else. Maybe it would break their faith.
I'm gonna go with this one. I think he's wrong. I think that people here have enough faith to hear the truth.
You know them better than I do. Especially since I've been away for so long.
I thought understanding this would feel better. We found out who did all of this, who attacked my dad. But it's not like we can bring anyone back. We can't undo any of the hurt he caused.
Father Thomas won't be able to hurt anyone else.
Maybe he never would have.
I think you're right. We should tell them. About the saints. The Romans. All of it.
I hate doing the right thing. No, I hate that doing the right thing feels so awful.
I'm sorry.
I am too. But I still think it's what we need to do.
Then we'll tell them.
Good.
We should get Sister Amelie someplace warm.
We can take her to my house. You'll probably have some explaining to do.
A lot, I think. It's been a long time coming.
I'm glad you didn't die in that fire.
I am too. I think.
Merry Christmas, Andreas.
Merry Christmas.
I love how he just carries her like a sack of wood. I don't know.
Oh. Magdalene, you made it back.
Did you think I wouldn't?
Well, I heard such a terrible din, and the house shook. I feared the worst. Is everything all right?
I don't think so, Dad, but it will be. You all right?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Just tired. Sit by me. Tell me what happened.
It started in the Rathaus. Well, the Rathskeller. Did you know the back wall was part of the old Roman aqueduct?
Oh.
So we went in. The section we found must have been closed off for centuries. And we found an old Roman bathhouse. We couldn't go through, so we found our way down to a level under the baths. I think Andrea said it was a hypocaust? We got separated. I was really afraid I'd lost him, that we'd both get lost down there. But then I heard his voice off in the distance, and I was so relieved.
Yeah, I was expecting this.
Dad? Are you still listening? Oh. Oh. Yeah.
I don't think enough of a church dropped on that asshole.
And he doesn't get to see the mural.
Holy shit!
Four months later.
4 months later.
I know it's hard. I mean, I can only imagine how hard it is. But we will all do your best. We will all do our best to make you feel welcome when you get here. It's strange to think this will probably be the last letter I send you. So it will end with my love. Esther.
Magdalene? Hi, Ezio.
Insipid. Interesting. Yes.
I am sorry to disturb you, but I wanted to let you know that everything is in order.
Look, it's all boxed up.
Yeah. Baltas has ensured that all of the financial matters will be handled. The money will be forwarded to you via the Reichspost as soon as everything is settled.
I appreciate it. Please thank him for me. Thank him for everything.
Of course, Mistress Strickheron. I did not know your father well, but I know he was well regarded by everyone who spoke of him. It seems that Tassing has lost many things in one man. I am very sorry.
Thank you.
Good fortune to you.
Look how he walks!
Check me out!
It'll be interesting to see what it looks like outside now. Ah!
Gertrude!
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Oh no!
Who is that?
I don't know, but his name is Elias.
I promise I will not behave.
Oh, oh dear. No. Okay, that's as far as I can go. Hello, Gertrude. Are you sure you have everything you need, Magdalene? I think so, thank you. I made you something to take with you on the road. It's chamomile, cinnamon, and wheat flour. If you're traveling and you have cramps. I know, I'll use it. Well, Hildegard's recipe just called for chamomile and wheat flour. I added the cinnamon for taste. I'm so sorry about what happened to your father. Thank you. Mother Franziska has us all say prayers for him, and for you as well, when she heard you were leaving. Really? That's very sweet. Please thank her for me. I will. Well, I'll miss you so much, Magdalene. I miss you too. God bless you. Safe travels.
Non-problematic.
Magdalene, I can't believe you're really leaving. I'd love it if you came to visit me. The farthest I've ever been is the Middenwald Market, so I don't think that's very likely. Write to us, though. We want to hear about your new life. I will, I promise. You're a special girl, Magdalene Drakarian. I understand why you're leaving. God knows you have good cause. But Tassing won't be the same without you. Safe travels, and God bless you.
All right, dickhead.
All right, side piece. I'm out of this popsicle stand.
Oh, hey, Max.
It's the last time I'm going to talk to him.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm really sorry about your dad. He was always really nice to me. My mum says he was a good man.
She's right. Yeah, thank you. I should get going.
Mags. Magdalene. Are you sure you don't want to marry me?
Wow! With a proposal like that,
thanks for
I'm
that, Caden.
Positively swooning.
Please, let me just think about that for never.
I'm sure. No odds.
Oh. Well, that was a fast answer. Didn't even have to think about it.
Look after your mother, Odds. No. I do not want to stay behind in small town life. I'll talk to Elias. Should I save him for no? Here you go. You ready?
Yep. Good morning, Mistress Drakarian. Are you off soon?
Yes, Father. Just saying my last few farewells.
Of course. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to know you or your father. God rest his soul.
I am too.
Don't let those bohemians put any heretical ideas in your head. Once their pernicious seeds take root, they can choke the faith right out of you. Fuck off, Elias. Yeah.
I don't know,
Burn
Father.
it down.
I've heard they have some interesting ideas.
All right, young lady. Just because I'm new here doesn't mean you should tease me.
God bless you, Father Elias.
God bless you and your travels. Hello, I'm Father Elias. I have lots of interesting ideas, none of which will come to fruition.
God bless you as well, Sister Amelie. Are you leaving today? I am. I'm just heading up to the mill in a bit. I'm so sorry for everything that happened. I know. It's all right now. Thank you for helping me. Do you know what you'll do now? Will you become an anchoress again? I don't know, honestly. Father Elias is trying to help me, but I need to learn to rely on my own judgment a little more. It's going to take a long time to atone for my part in what happened. Perhaps the rest of my life. You were tricked. We all were. Even so, I must make amends. I'm writing an account of what happened here, as well as I can remember it, anyway. If it is not enough to earn forgiveness, I pray that it will at least illuminate the history of great darkness. Good, it's worth remembering. God bless you, Sister Amelie. God bless and keep you safe on your travels, Magdalene. And now I think I can go up to the mill, it looks like.
Hey, Art. Yeah, I'm still not marrying you.
Can I talk to him again? Let's not be cruel. Come on.
It's so nicely handled, though, because it's not that he's a bad guy, it's just he's an idiot. It's a painfully average idiot.
Please?
Andreas scrubs up nice, look at that!
He looks very distinguished. Magdalene? It is. It's time for us to leave. Good. Before this cursed town swallows you. You will bring anguish and Elise, I hope one day you find a path out of your sorrow. God willing, though I am doubtful. Stay safe on the road. These are dangerous times. We'll be fine. Look after your family. Paul, Anna, your grandkids still need you. I'll do what I can. They are what little I have left. Without them, never mind. Godspeed, Magdalene. They got all popcorny? Okay, give me a second. But it's okay now? Okay, great. Thanks, Rebecca. Appreciate it. Huh?
It's alright now. Are you sure I look alright?
Of course, Andreas. You look perfectly respectable.
You're a little worse for wear, but a good sight better than you were. I was very kind of the women to help clean me up. I'm afraid I had forgotten how to look after myself. Some would say you took care of yourself quite admirably. How many men here could have survived in a burned-out cellar for the better part of 20 years?
Insisting on our discarded rye, no less.
I really am very sorry about that.
Andreas, we already told you. It's all right now.
Magdalene! Hello, Magdalene.
Are you off soon? Hello, yeah, I'm riding with your flower to Middenwald and then down the Izar. Or Izar, I'm not sure what the name of the road was.
I am sorry to see you go, Magdalene. But I hope Prague is everything you dreamed of.
If it's half the city F describes, I'm sure I'll love it.
You have a chance to make a life of your own there. God knows I've squandered so much of mine. Use the time you have. Use it well.
I will. I don't know how yet, but I will. I wish you could have seen it, Andreas.
I know. He would have loved it.
I hope so.
Magdalene, if angels carried him down to bear witness, the heavenly host themselves would have wept at it.
You should have become a poet.
I don't have the talent for it.
Maybe not, but you do have the temperament.
Magdalene, I wanted to ask you something about the mural before you go. I thought it was supposed to cover the whole wall. Can I ask why a section has been left blank?
For the future. Unless history's going to stop in Tassing the moment I roll down the road.
A delightfully metafictional nod to the structure of the game.
Right?
I think your wagon is about to leave.
Oh, it is. It hardly feels like enough time. Thank you for everything you did for me and for my family. God bless you, Andreas Mahler. Now I feel even happier about making friends with Smokey, as opposed to me having to walk. Are you alright?
I'm lost. That's alright.
You're welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Besides, you can't leave yet. The children require your expertise.
Oh?
They're up on the mill, on the walkway. I'll have supper ready when you're done.
Just remember, you're always welcome in our home, Angela. Thank you.
Are they drawing up on the side of the mill?
Yes, they are. I don't have skills. All I know is a cellar and bread. Oh my god!
That's little Andreas. And the aqueduct.
That is the fucking cutest way this game could possibly have ended. Oh, I love it. Oh. It's the mural.
So that's the Roman history of finding
the wolf with the injured paw.
Mm-hmm. This is a beauty pass. It's a wonderful way of doing it.
And I love how it brings the menu screen in, that you've been reading the book the whole time.
And then I like this. Instead of having the saints, it's the Christian woman who founded the abbey.
Otto.
Yeah. I'd be fascinated to see the different selections that you can get in the mural.
Is it Magda who's the adorable... No, Magda's the kid we played. Ursula's the adorable little kid who's interested in the old stories.
And there's the soldiers in the background.
Yeah, there is a version of this mural which features her being burnt at the stake.
Ugh.
Along with Smokey's friend.
No. And then there's the church on top of
the Mithraeum.
The Mithraeum.
Oh. Damn, dude.
I.e. the reveal of the truth. And the labyrinth. Magda Dracarian. Oh, is this Magda's family tree?
This is Magda's family tree. Oh, it's the village family
Prague.
tree.
She goes to Prague. Maybe it's the village's family tree.
Yeah, there's old Peter.
Old Peter.
Who I refuse to believe died. I'm fairly certain he is, in fact, still alive somewhere.
Right. Ursula and...
Christopher.
Someone she marries. Oh.
They did burn him at the stake.
That's horrible. That's, Werner.
Professor Doctor.
Look how many kids the stonemason has.
Andrew ended up with like 5 kids. That's brilliant.
Remember, they weren't sure they could have kids.
Yeah.
That's little Andreas. He's the one who painted the family tree. I'm very unhappy about them having burned someone at the stake. I love how this is 3D modeled.
Yeah. And how it's been left blank. It's not been filled in. That's a hell of a game.
That's delightful.
What a game.
Folks,
what an incredible game.
There's going to be another ad break that runs here shortly, so why don't we go ahead and do that, because I need to get up and stretch. If you have not gotten up and stretched, we've been gaming an hour and a quarter, and you need a stretch, and just like I do. So I'm going to run the ad break now and let the credits roll, and we'll come back and chat a bit. Oh, I need to get up and stretch as well. I'm out of water.
Perhaps you should do something about that.
Why was I programmed to feel pain? Very stiff.
When does what?
The Stray Dogs DLC come out?
Tomorrow.
Sweet. So we just step across to that, I think. We have many options. I feel like I should turn a light on now. Italian hand gesture consultant.
Babatapoopy?
I mean, I would hope it's not that stereotypical.
No, it won't be that stereotypical. I've always wanted to write one of these, so thank you. I love that.
That's fantastic.
This was incredible.
This was really, really well done.
Like this,
I would love to see alternative versions of the final mural.
Like this, for me, kind of sits with Chants of Sennaar as this is the kind of thing you should point at the next time someone gets sniffy about video games just being Call of Duty.
Right.
Think about what this did. This is a story about
3 generations of history and how it shaped the town, and 3 successive waves of immigration and, historical supremacy. And
one universe over, this is an award-winning TV show.
Oh yeah, it'd be a great TV show. It's really, it's very creative from the perspective of it tells a type of story that we just normally don't see. I mean, in a lot of ways, it's a very tightly drawn story. It's about one location over 3 historical time periods.
And it just drills down and down and down, literally, on that location.
Exactly. I mean, I pre-ordered this for my Switch, and I can't wait to get it in August.
This is going to play really nicely on Switch.
I would imagine it would play very nicely on Switch, yes, as well.
I'm actually playing a Switch game at the moment. I am playing The Dark Detective.
You're back from your ad break in 10 seconds, and you can tell everybody about what it is you're playing on.
Exactly. The BBC doing this as a pre-breakthrough role for Anya Taylor-Joy as Magdalene. That right?
Right?
Christopher Eccleston as Andreas or something.
Christopher Eccleston could do Andreas. Yeah.
Because the Ninth Doctor's got that kind of fiery, righteous, I am not well, but I'm trying kind of energy.
And there's so many different ways you can kind of lean into this, because you can investigate different things or ignore different things or take, just in the last historical period, we didn't do almost anything with Apollo and Artemis, but you could do all sorts of pranks and stuff. And
there's a whole quest line with that prank.
Yeah, you can get very into the whole Protestant Reformation aspects of things, and we just didn't. But there's a lot that you could do in this game. It's wonderful. I just feel I wanted Casper to have lived in. Oh well.
The only way, Paul Rudd, lead project manager, he gets around. Yeah, Paul Rudd's finally aged.
Anyway, you said the only way that Casper can live is if you're horrible to him and you drive him away.
You abuse him, basically, and when you send him away, he's like, "All right, fuck you, then."
Yeah. So then you definitely die. Andreas definitely dies in the fire. Then he doesn't.
No.
Does Casper ever come back?
I don't know.
Ooh, very interesting. Very interesting.
My God, that last image of him with the kids drawing on the side of the windmill.
So sweet.
And not just how sweet that is. Think about how powerful it is. That's the windmill.
Yeah.
That's the other seat of power that's the last seat of power in town.
Right. Oh, look, a bibliography.
Oh. Name of the Rose, smart.
Humiliation of Saints. Wall paintings through the ages, the medieval period, Italy, 12th to 15th centuries. Look at all these books! Taxes, Wageburgs, and a Nightingale, the Imperial Abbey. Ooh, wow. Some of these I really want to play. I want to read. Thank you for playing.
That was great. That was absolutely
great.
Let's
see if there's any sort of like photo book. But now look.
Now we can see the background of the mural.
We can see the background of the mural. Yeah, it would make a fantastic BBC history series, honestly. It really would. This is so delightful. All right. I think.
By the way, this cost us like 15 quid. This is the definition of value for money.
I think we got 40 hours of gameplay out of this. Exactly. So, folks, we are not going to start anything else new tonight because we're over the halfway mark. So, if you want to go off and have an early evening,
please do.
Perhaps by purchasing your own copy and playing, by all means, help yourself.
Yeah, we talked about this a little, and if we'd had like 20 minutes left, we'd maybe have done a little bit of Cloudpunk, but no.
Lenhart said that it was the only mill in all of Bavaria.
Holy shit.
Interesting. Talk about an economic power source, for sure. Oh, okay, I do have a shenanigan.
She does.
I do, but it's just going to be, well, hold on a second, let's see. I have to load it up, because it was a TikTok that has text that I want to read. So I'll read the first, it's in our WhatsApp. Hold up, I gotta find it.
Okay.
It's the ones that says yes, absolutely. And make sure you pause the sound on it.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Hold on.
All right, so I'm going to read the first page, and then you're going to read the second page. Fair?
All right. Yeah.
Okay. This is from a human being on Tumblr, I think. And a poster named Grumpy Hellion says, on another note, I watched The Mummy, 1999, the other day, and I couldn't help feel like the O'Connells and the Addams from the Addams Family Values, 1993, would get along really well, you know? Like, the O'Connells are basically the pastel adventure version of the Addams. Surely they would just be vibing over tea and crumpets in an extremely haunted mansion, having a ball of a time. Morticia. So what is it you do for a living, my dear? Evelyn. We dig up dead people who often have monstrous curses placed on them. Morticia. Fascinating.
Gomez, leaping out from behind a pillar which is encrusted with ominous-looking runes. En garde! Rick grabs sword from equally ominous-looking wall full of weapons, one of which seems to be glowing. Fantastic, I was getting a bit rusty. Gomez, nearly in tears. Oh, he's screaming nonsensically. What spirit? What resolve? Rick and Gomez still frantically sword fighting. Rick, have I mentioned how wonderful my wife is yet? I really feel like I haven't fully expanded on how wonderful she is. Gomez, do go on. I would be delighted to hear about how wonderful your wife is. I strongly encourage all men to extol the virtues of their wives with rapturous praise. However, I should mention, my wife is in fact better. Sword fighting intensifies as both men rapturously extol the virtues of their wives.
I love that. I would read 60,000 words of that. The Adams and the O'Connells go on a Christmas vacation, go on a holiday together. And oh God, just think about what is their son's name?
It's not Fest. Pugsley.
Not the Adams, the O'Connells.
Hold on.
I can't remember the kid. All I remember is Jonathan is the brother. I don't remember what their son's name is. Oh, you found it! Well done. And for those of you...
It is Alex O'Connell.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, Alex and Pugsley and Wednesday. Oh my God.
What you mean is Wednesday and her two minions.
And her two minions, yes, precisely. Okay, can we all just take a moment? I'm going to give a statistical fact, and many people in this chat will not be happy with it because I wasn't.
Oh, you're about to mention the suffix, aren't you?
It is the 25th anniversary.
God fucking damn it.
Of The Mummy, the original, the 1999 version. And Alistair and I have tickets to see it in the cinema.
Because it's someone's birthday in 12 days, and she still hasn't decided what she wants.
I want a hammock for the backyard.
That's the first time you've mentioned this to me as a birthday alternative.
No, it isn't. I've mentioned it to you and your parents several times. I want a hammock and an ice cream machine.
Okay, I feel we can do that.
I cannot wait. It's been so long since I've seen that movie, and to get to see it in big ol' McLarge huge surround with the music.
I'm a librarian.
And just the music and the somebody's on the wrong side of the river. I just the ultimate bisexual movie. The movie that defined the sexuality of a fucking generation. Oded Fire hasn't. Oh, he's still so very, very hot. And so is Brendan Fraser. So is Rachel Weisz.
There are so many moments in those movies where I go, oh, that's what this dynamic looks like from the outside. But the one which I think of a lot is the fight on the boat, where Rick is busy...
You and I both, Spike. You and I both.
Where Rick is busy reloading his gun, as shots are stitching into the wall by his head. And Evie looks up at him and has this moment of, what is this beautiful, it's, for fuck's sake, pulls him out of the way. And Rick has this kind of, hey! And then looks across and just kind of smiles at her and like, oh, I like you, thank you. That's a familiar vibe.
There are elements of that movie that have definitely aged poorly. However, it is such a beautiful spectacle. I'm just so looking forward to seeing it again.
I have to dig out the oral history of making it because it's such a fun article. Nothing else for the moment where Kevin J. O'Connor, who played Benny, talks very good-naturedly about how they were a bit worried Brendan Fraser would get kidnapped, so the studio put insurance on him, and it was a very large amount for the time. And O'Connor made the mistake of asking whether this was true for the other cast, and the producer said, oh yeah, we've actually got insurance out for all of you. And he went, oh, how much is mine? And it was like half Fraser's.
Half, a tenth, a shade, a modicum.
Kev, if you get kidnapped, we're going to send them a very strongly worded email demanding that they bring you back.
Right.
That's it.
We'll promise them a fruit basket or something.
Please bring this respected character actor back.
Right, exactly. Wow, we did shenanigans as well. So for next week, we have several ideas.
We have some exciting options.
But the one that I think is bubbling to the surface, we have two. Because, in keeping with kind of edible arrangements as ransom, that's hilarious.
Here is a muffin
Please
basket.
give him back carved in cantaloupe. Oh, by the way, we have a cantaloupe in the kitchen. It smells very, very nicely ripe. So
nice.
Breakfast tomorrow.
That sounds like breakfast.
Sorry for the detour. Keeping with the theme of slightly spooky Wednesday nights, we have two options for what to play next week. Option number one is the Forbidden Wastes, the new area of Dredge. And we'd like to do that because Dredge is a Hugo finalist, and the Hugo voting period ends in a couple of weeks. And so folks who have not played the game and are trying to get a sense of it for their voting purposes might want to see it. And I have completed the basic game, but not done this new area or any of the new expansions. Like, I can apparently paint the boat now, and there are spooky fish.
Also... Iron Rig is out on August 15th, so there is a chance.
There's a chance
we would do Frozen Wastes and then go into Iron Rig.
And then go into Iron Rig, the fantastic their DLC, which is an offshore oil rig, which is like the fourth offshore oil rig thing in Alistair's life right now, which will make him very happy. Yeah, what's it called?
Still Wakes the Deep,
which looks so scary that I don't think we're going to be streaming it, but we could. But we'll see, because that's like Dead Space, Ooga Booga, first person perspective.
Someone on my Twitter feed was talking about earlier today, and they said it's great. There are no weapons. You don't fight. You just hide a lot.
Oh, so it's like Alien.
Yep.
Ooh.
And it is apparently a delightful crash course in filth-laden Scottish slang.
Oh, that makes me like it even more. I like it when the unknowable horror and you don't even have a toothpick to fight it with.
Still Wakes the Deep is a Halloween game. It's a lovely idea.
Excellent idea.
Thank you for that, KB. Let me just check how long that is.
Okay. And the other thing that comes out tomorrow, folks, for free, I believe? Is it a free DLC or is it a paid
DLC?
Is the Orpheus DLC.
Did you enjoy Stray Gods?
For Stray Gods. Do you need
wonder...
more Anthony Rapp in your life? Do you need more Erika Ishii in your life?
I think everyone needs more Erika Ishii in their life.
Because Hermes is going to help Orpheus get his groove back. And that is what the Stray Gods DLC that launches tomorrow is. The chat is like, yes, please. That is a strong yes. Yes, there is much fun to be had. So I'm kind of picking up on, I think what we may do is Dredge first because it's going to be limited. There's just one area. And because it's time sensitive for voting purposes. And because I think we're going to get through it faster.
Pretty quick.
Then Iron Rig is going to come out. After we've done Dredge, and to be clear, when I say we've done Dredge, I mean we have turned over every couch cushion and found every fish and completed every objective. Then
did you miss that? You're about to get your full fill of Marguerite turns over couch cushions.
Yes, exactly. And then I think we'll do the Stray Gods DLC, and then we'll probably come back to Dredge for the Iron Rig, because it may be October by then. Who knows?
Trying to look it up now. The other thing which I found whilst noodling about on the Switch store yesterday was, and I swear I'm not making this up. This is going to sound.
I have to find it.
This is going to sound like I have hallucinated. There is a trilogy, 3 full games, in which Frédéric Chopin, the composer, returns from the dead with a cybernetic heart to battle the forces that would destroy music.
That is not the game I thought you were going to tell them about on the stream store.
I'm not done. The other thing which I'm in the process of playing at the moment is The Duck Detective.
Duck Detective, The Secret Salami.
Good lord.
It is so adorable.
You play, I believe his name is Eugene McQuacklin, who has just handed in his badge and gun.
He is a noir duck detective.
Who has a bread problem.
He has a bread problem.
He's trying to stay off the bread.
He's trying to stay off the toast, man.
And he's so sweet and such a dumbass.
Okay, we've destroyed Triffid.
Triffid, you would love this thing.
It is so cute and so sweet, and it's like 2 to 3 hours worth of gameplay. I am
most of the way through it. I played it.
The music is incredible noir chill. There's apparently a lo-fi girl of the duck at his desk.
Yes. And you're hired by an employee at Bear Bus to find out who keeps stealing everyone's lunches. The employees include
I've just dropped the controller.
The employees include Manfred, the family man bear manager, Freddie Fredderson, the crocodile who no one likes, and the magnificently named Laura Angst, the sleep-deprived cat customer care officer. It's so much fun.
Honey, you should actually stream this game. It would take you like one long day. It's so adorable.
What, the Duck Detective?
Yeah, it's really, really cute. And they've definitely left themselves set up for a sequel, for sure. So I'm hoping there's going to be another one of those.
I think it is actually called The Duck Detective in The Secret Salami.
The Secret Salami. I found it on TikTok. Somebody did cute little animations of the Duck Detective, and I was like, what is this?
Oh, he also waddles.
He wobbles?
He waddles, and you can knock over every waste bin, and the load screen has duck facts, except after a while you realize the duck facts are all lies. Like, one of them is, did you know ducks are the only bird that can fly backwards? And another one is, you are never more than 2 feet away from 7 ducks.
Really?
Spice just said, on the off chance you don't already have them, the first 3 Dragon Age games are...
Oh, yes. Let us tell everybody. So, if you, like me, are jonesing hard for Veilguard, and you play games on the PC, Steam, for a total of £10, has all 3 Ultimate Editions of Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Dragon Age Inquisition. So, a tenner will get you close to 1,000 hours of gameplay between those 3 games.
They are an extraordinary achievement. Hey, Kareem.
Hey, Kareem, how's it going? They are phenomenal. They are formative. I can give you a detailed breakdown of every single additional novel and comic you might want to read if you really want to lean hard into Dragon Age isms.
Tell them about the dwarf, honey.
There are rumors. There are rumors, and I'm going to cling tenaciously to these rumors until I prove them. But there are the voice actor is genre. The voice acting in Dragon Age defined what it was like to have voice acting. And again, I have to open the window again. I'm sorry, it's become warm. But all the little moths want to come inside. Okay, stay outside, little moths. I'm sorry, but I will love Steve Valentine forever because of Alistair in Dragon Age, and Claudia Black as Morgan, and anyway, phenomenal, amazing games. There are rumors that my dwarfy BFF, Varric fucking Tethras,
the homie,
the man, the legend, the smut peddler, will be romanceable in Veilguard. And if that happens, you will hear the high-pitched scream emitting from my very soul.
You don't understand.
I've
Marguerite
been trying to romance
dwarf.
that guy since Dragon Age 2's opening sequence.
She has
Fucking
wanted that dwarf. Biblically.
Whiskey and gravel tones have carved themselves in my dwarven heart, and he will be mine. So I am excited, shall we say,
unless the bisexual, coffee-loving mage killer disaster...
Please shut your whole entire face!
Because it turns out one of the romanceable characters in the next one...
one of your companions... there has never been... Well, that's not true. You could, if you worked really hard at it, maybe kind of sort of, if you looked at it sideways and squinted, romance Harding in Inquisition, but it was not a full romance. I'm really hoping that they're actually going to give us a full-on dwarf romance option.
Ramon Tickerum, owner of Golden Vocal Cords.
Ramon Tickerum.
Dorian's voice.
Oh, God. Oh, Dorian.
Also, brother of Tanita Tickerum, early 1990s indie songwriter darling.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes.
I don't even know if Dorian's returning in this game, but I hope so.
Yeah, holy shit! It's basically 1,000 hours.
It's 1,000 hours of gameplay for £10 right now.
It is that rarest of things in this modern day and age. That moment where you go, "This deal is too good to be true." No, it's too good.
Just buy it quickly. Just buy it and don't look at it sideways. It's like, yes, I will take that. This makes the 4th platform on which I have purchased Dragon Age Inquisition.
And you regret nothing.
And I regret nothing. When Inquisition came out, Alistair bought me the Hoopty-Doopty box set that came with the big chest on the table with all the map markers and the fabric map and the tarot cards, and I still have every single scrap of it. £8.50, right? It's very, very much a good deal. I can't wait. That game comes out this autumn. When it comes out, I love you all dearly. I'll see you in 2 or 3 weeks. I love Dagna! Dagna's so good. Mix and match, pick your batch. She was one of my favorite characters, and it is implied she is going to be available because they keep talking about dwarves and magic being one of those problems that's been locked and not solved, and yay! Kareem plays dwarves too! Yes! I always play dwarf. I always play dwarf. Iduken for life, yo! Iduken was the noble dwarf background from Origins, and it is a strong front runner for a tattoo I would get at some point in my life. You gotta be able to pick your own locks, man. I'm sorry. I gotta be able to pick my own locks. That way I have full party flexibility. I don't have to have somebody in the party just to pick the locks. I really want to play.
It should also be pointed out that this being Marguerite, she feels an irrational and completely pointless level of guilt at the thought of vanishing down 1,000 hours of replay rabbit hole. And anytime she feels this guilt, I gently but kindly point out I own a copy of Baldur's Gate 3 I haven't started yet.
Yeah, so a lot of our evenings may wind up with, the perfect relationship. The two of us sitting side by side, but distantly separated in our headphones, mutually playing different games. But, if it makes us happy. There we go.
Also, when we get into the second half of the year and we get less daylight.
Oh, yeah. For sure. That'll be worth it. But in the summer, I'm quite literally trying to enjoy as much of the sun as possible. And even though it has gone to bed, on that note, that's probably a good place for us to wrap it up.
It is indeed. You can next find us on Friday when this week's issue of The Full Lid will go live.
Yep.
Which has an absolute banger of an Orville Peck, Kylie Minogue duet playing us out. A great new podcast. Which we're taking a look at.
Oh, I loved Heaven's Vault. It was one of my favorite games.
And some really, really cool comic art, which is all going to be in this week. So then on Sunday, we're taking Back to the Skies.
With Cloudpunk.
With Cloudpunk and our intrepid Robo-Dog. And our newfound private eye AI buddy.
Oh, who I like very much. I
like Huxley a lot. And then
we'll be back next week with The Little Boat That Could on the giant ocean full of the scary monsters that I'm going to have to remember how to pilot, which sounds very good.
It'll be tons of fun.
Yes.
So we will see you then. Thank you so much for joining us. I have been Alistair.
Did you say I have?
Yeah, I did.
I'm not. You've totally thrown me for a loop now. You're smiling very brightly. I've been Marguerite. It's warm. I'm taking a shower and I'm going to bed. And this has been fun.
And this has been Pentiment.
Oh my god. All right, well done. Very well done.
Verily, adieu.
If you've not had ice cream today, go forth and have ice cream because it's warm and you deserve it. And because ice cream brings joy to many. Have a great night, everybody.
Night, Heaven.
And we will see you.
Cream, night. Endwich, night. Rurana, night, everybody.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, John Boy. Good night, Spy.
We'll see everybody later. Go buy Dragon Age. Have fun. Bye.